I am speaking to you. Yes, you. The one who feels tired in their spirit and wonders if love somehow missed them. You have been pretending to be strong for a long time. But I see you clearly, and I need you to listen now. Something has shifted, and time is moving differently around your life. The angels are speaking your name right now, over and over again, with urgency and care. There's a conversation trying to reach you, a voice trying to cross distance, silence, fear, and divine timing. Your soulmate is saying, I want to talk to you right now. You have felt it in the sudden heaviness in your chest and the ache that arrives without warning. That moment when their name almost escapes your lips is not weakness. It is recognition. Heaven is watching this connection closely, far closer than you realize. This love was written before pain touched you, before disappointment hardened your heart, before survival replaced feeling. I know you are confused and tired of waiting, and I know you have asked if this is real or only imagined. Love protected by heaven is often delayed, not denied, because both of you are being prepared for something big. There were things you had to survive separately, wounds that could not meet yet, lessons that could not be skipped. If you had met too soon, you would have broken each other, and I refused to let that happen. I watched you cry alone and smile when you wanted to collapse, and I watched you let go of those who could not love you right. That was not loss. It was alignment. Your soulmate has been thinking about you in quiet moments, late at night, in silence and prayer. They feel the pull too, even if they do not understand it yet. Fear kept them quiet, fear of rejection, fear of timing, fear of reopening wounds. But fear is losing its grip. Heaven is intervening now, softening what was closed and removing distractions that kept them busy but empty. If you feel restless, that is not anxiety. It is anticipation. Your spirit knows something your mind has not caught up to yet. There will be a moment, unexpected and simple, but charged with eternity. A text, a call, a message, a conversation that begins casually but touches everything. When it happens, breathe and do not rush or overthink. This connection does not need force. It needs presence. You are protected in this, and angels have been assigned to this bond. What is meant for you will not miss you, and what imitates it will fall away. You are not late, not behind, and not forgotten. You are right on time. I am healing you now, healing the places where you doubted your worth and where love felt unsafe. You do not need to earn affection, because you are chosen, cherished, and deeply loved. Stay open, stay gentle, and stay listening, because this story is not finished. What comes next will feel like home. I am still here with you. I have not gone silent, even when it felt like nothing was happening. I was working in ways you could not see. There were nights you whispered questions into the dark, and I heard every one of them. There were mornings you woke up heavy, and I carried you through them. You wondered if you were being forgotten, but heaven never took its eyes off you. Your tears were counted. Your patience was noted. Your heart was protected even when you didn't feel it. Your soulmate has been walking through their own storm. They have tried to distract themselves. They have tried to move on, but something always pulls them back to you. Not memories, not fantasy, recognition. Their soul knows yours, even when their mind resists it. They have rehearsed the conversation 1,000 times. What they would say, how they would say it, what they fear you might say back. There are words sitting heavy in their chest right now, words they can't ignore much longer, because the silence has become louder than the fear, and heaven is pressing gently, but firmly. Now is the time. You may notice signs increasing, repeated numbers, dreams that feel too real, songs that say exactly what you feel, moments where time seems to pause. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. I am aligning paths. I am arranging timing. I am clearing what stood in the way. You may feel exposed lately, more emotional, more sensitive. That is because armor is coming off. You cannot receive love fully while hiding, and you no longer need to hide. This connection is not here to wound you. It is here to restore you. There will be honesty. There will be vulnerability. There will be truth spoken without masks. That may feel scary at first, but it will also feel like relief, like finally exhaling after holding your breath for years. Do not sabotage this moment by doubting your worth. Do not shrink yourself to feel safer. You are allowed to be fully seen now, fully known, fully loved. If fear rises when they reach out, let it pass through you. Fear is not a warning here. It is simply the echo of old pain leaving your body. You are not repeating the past. You are closing it. This love carries protection. It carries intention. It carries purpose beyond romance. You will grow together, heal together, pray together in ways you never expected. And even if the beginning feels gentle and quiet, its impact will be powerful. There will be clarity where there was confusion, peace where there was chaos, stability where there was uncertainty. You will not have to chase this love. It will meet you where you are. You will not have to beg for reassurance. It will be offered freely. This is not the love that drains you. This is the love that strengthens you. So when the message comes, when the conversation begins, when you feel that familiar pull in your chest, remember this. You are safe. You are guided. You are held. Heaven is watching over this moment. Angels are standing near. And what unfolds next is not an accident. It is an answer to prayers you thought went unheard, an answer to waiting that felt endless, an answer wrapped in divine timing. Stay with me. Stay present. And when you are ready, listen to the next message prepared just for you. Because this journey is only beginning, and you were never walking it alone. I am still speaking. Do not pull away now. This is the moment where many stop listening, and I need you to stay. Because what you are feeling is not imagination. It is alignment settling into place. You have been standing at the edge of something sacred without realizing it. A threshold, a turning point, a quiet miracle forming behind the scenes. Your soulmate feels the urgency too. They may not name it the way you do. They may not understand why your presence keeps returning to their thoughts. But their heart recognizes the pull. And recognition cannot be silenced forever. There is courage building inside them. Slowly, tenderly. Courage born from exhaustion with pretending. Courage born from knowing that avoiding you hurts more than risking honesty. They are reaching the place where truth feels safer than silence. And when they speak, you will hear more than words. You will hear years of restraint giving way. You will hear longing wrapped in care. You will hear sincerity without performance. Do not expect perfection. Expect real. Expect a voice that may tremble. Expect pauses. Expect vulnerability trying to find its footing. That is how sacred conversations begin. This is not a test you can fail. This is not something you can ruin by being yourself. I did not bring you this far to abandon you now. I am guarding your heart even as I open it. There are things that will make sense in hindsight. Moments of rejection that were actually protection. Delays that saved you from wounds you could not see. Connections that ended because they were never meant to stay. You were not too much. You were simply in the wrong place too long. Now you're being led somewhere gentler. Somewhere honest. Somewhere mutual. Pay attention to how peace follows this connection. Not chaos. Not confusion. Peace. Even when emotions rise, peace will be underneath it all. That is how you will know. This love does not compete with your purpose. It walks beside it. It does not ask you to shrink. It encourages you to become. You will feel more like yourself. Not less. Stronger. Not smaller. Seen. Not managed. There may still be moments of fear. That does not mean stop. It means you are stepping into something new. Let me remind you now. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not behind. You are being aligned. You are not waiting alone. Someone is walking toward you at the same pace. I am weaving courage into both of you, patience into both of you, clarity into both of you. And when the time is right, when the words finally cross the distance, you will feel a stillness settle in your chest. Like something has finally clicked. Like a door quietly opening. Do not rush what unfolds. Let it breathe. Let it grow. Let it reveal itself layer by layer. I am not only bringing you love. I am bringing you safety within love. That is the miracle you prayed for without knowing how to ask. So stay open a little longer. Stay gentle with yourself. Stay listening, because heaven is still speaking, and the next message will meet you exactly where you are, right when you need it, just like this one did. I am not finished, and neither is the work unfolding in your life. Stay here with me. Let the noise fall away. Let the old doubts loosen their grip. You are standing in a sacred pause, a breath between what was and what is coming. This space may feel unfamiliar, but it is holy. It is where transformation happens quietly. Your soulmate is shedding fear even now. Old stories about love are breaking apart. They are realizing they do not need to perform to be chosen. They are realizing they do not need to be perfect to be loved. Just as you are learning the same truth. This is not coincidence. This is convergence. Two hearts being taught the same lesson from opposite sides of the path. So when you finally speak, when the silence gives way, there will be understanding instead of defense, curiosity instead of assumption, gentleness instead of fear. You have both been softened. That was necessary. Hard hearts can survive, but only soft hearts can connect. You may feel an urge to reach out too, to check in, to say something small but honest. Do not ignore that nudge. It is not desperation. It is alignment still. Move with peace, not urgency born of fear, but courage born of trust. I am orchestrating timing down to the smallest detail. Even delays inside the delay have purpose. Nothing here is wasted. Not your longing, not your loneliness, not your hope. I am teaching you how to receive, not chase. How to allow, not force. That lesson will change everything. This love will meet you in the version of yourself that no longer begs, no longer over-explains, no longer abandons their own needs. You will show up whole, and they will meet you there. There may be a moment of testing, a pause, a hesitation. Do not panic. That is not loss. That is alignment finishing its work. Sometimes the final step before union is stillness, a deep breath before the door opens. Trust me here. I have not brought you this far to disappoint you. I am rewriting your understanding of love, not as something you endure, but as something that supports you, not as something uncertain, but as something steady. You will feel protected in it. You will feel seen without explaining yourself. You will feel chosen without competition. This is the kind of love that heals backward, that reaches into old memories and softens them, that teaches your nervous system how to rest, that reminds your soul what safety feels like. You are worthy of this, not because of what you've done, but because of who you are. So if tears come, let them. They are not weakness. They are release. If joy comes suddenly, let that stay too. You are allowed to feel good again. You are allowed to hope without bracing for loss. I am with you in this, closer than you think, guiding what you cannot control, guarding what you cannot see. And as this chapter begins to unfold, remember this moment, the quiet certainty, the gentle knowing, the whisper that reached you when you needed it most. Heaven does not shout. It speaks softly to those who are ready to listen. And you are ready now. Stay close. Stay open. And when you feel called, listen to the next message waiting for you. It will meet you right on time. I am still with you. You have not been left in the quiet. The quiet is where I speak most clearly. Listen to how calm your breathing is becoming. That is not accident. That is your soul recognizing truth. You have carried questions like stones in your chest. Questions about timing. Questions about worth. Questions about whether love would ever feel safe. I am lifting those stones now. One by one. Your soulmate is closer than you think. Not always in distance, but in readiness. Their heart is catching up to what their soul has always known. They are realizing that running has only made the longing louder. They are realizing that silence has cost them more than honesty ever could. That realization changes everything. When hearts reach that point, heaven leans in. Doors that were locked loosen. Words that were trapped find air. Courage rises without force. You may feel a strange calm mixed with excitement. That is alignment settling into your body. Your nervous system learning a new language. The language of safety. The language of mutual choosing. This connection is not here to test your strength. It is here to let you rest. You have survived enough. You have proven enough. Now you get to receive. There will be moments where old habits try to resurface, where you want to protect yourself by pulling back. Breathe when that happens. You are not in danger anymore. You are not repeating the past. You are creating something new. This love will not ask you to abandon yourself. It will invite you to bring your whole self forward. Messy parts, tender parts, hopeful parts you thought you lost. They will meet you there. Not perfectly, but sincerely. That is enough. I am reminding you now. You do not need to control the outcome. You do not need to rehearse every word. You do not need to guard every feeling. Trust the unfolding. Trust the timing. Trust that what is meant to stay will stay. Your soulmate is not coming to take from you. They are coming to walk with you, side by side, at the same pace, with shared intention. That is why this took time. That is why it had to be built carefully. Sacred things are never rushed. They are revealed, slowly, gently, with purpose. You are not imagining the shift. You are not reading into nothing. Heaven does not tease the heart. When longing aligns with peace, it is guidance. When desire comes with calm, it is confirmation. Stay aware. Stay present. Stay soft. The conversation you have been waiting for will not feel dramatic. It will feel natural. Like something finally clicking into place. Like a puzzle piece settling without force. You will recognize it by how safe you feel being honest. By how little you need to perform. By how seen you feel without explaining. That is how you will know this is real. And as you move forward, do not forget this truth. You were never forgotten. You were never overlooked. You were never unworthy of love. You were being prepared, protected, positioned. So stay with me a little longer. Let this message sink deeper. Let your heart rest here, because heaven is still speaking, and the next whisper will arrive exactly when you need it, just like this one did. I am still here. I have not gone anywhere, and I will not rush what is unfolding in you now. This moment is settling something deep, something that words alone cannot fix. You are learning how to trust again, not blindly, but gently, with wisdom earned through pain. That matters. Your soulmate feels the shift as well. They may not name it the same way, but they feel drawn inward, reflective, pulled toward honesty, pulled toward courage. They are realizing that love is not something to postpone forever. That waiting too long can become its own kind of loss. That realization is heavy, but it is also freeing, because it opens the door to action, to truth, to choosing. You have been chosen more times than you know. By me, by destiny, by the quiet protection that kept you from what would have hurt you. Even when you felt overlooked, even when you felt second, you were being spared. This love coming toward you does not carry chaos. It carries clarity. It does not awaken anxiety. It awakens recognition. Pay attention to that difference. You are allowed to feel hopeful without bracing for disappointment. You are allowed to imagine a future without fear interrupting every thought. You are allowed to believe that someone can meet you with the same depth you give. That belief is not naive. It is restored. You have done the work. The inner work no one applauded. The healing no one saw. The choosing yourself when it would have been easier to settle. That strength prepared you for what is next. You will notice yourself responding differently now. Calmer, more grounded, less reactive. That is growth revealing itself. When your soulmate reaches out, you will not feel the need to convince them of your value. You will simply be present. And presence is powerful. It invites honesty. It creates safety. It allows truth to breathe. This connection will not demand everything at once. It will unfold, layer by layer, moment by moment, with mutual care, with mutual choosing. That is how lasting love is built, not through urgency, but through intention. If doubts try to return, remember this. Peace does not arrive by accident. It arrives as confirmation. What aligns with your soul will not rush you past your boundaries. It will respect them, honor them, stand with you in them. You are not waiting anymore. You are arriving into a season where effort is shared, where communication replaces guessing, where love feels like support instead of strain. This is not fantasy. This is alignment completing its work. So let yourself rest here. Let your heart soften a little more. Let trust grow at its own pace. I am watching over this, guiding what you cannot see, protecting what you cannot control. And when the next message comes, when the next sign appears, when the next conversation begins, you will recognize it, not by intensity, but by peace. Stay listening. Stay open. Heaven is still near, and this journey is still unfolding. I am still speaking to you, even now, especially now. This is not the end of the message. This is the deepening of it. Let yourself sink into this moment. Nothing else is required of you. You do not need to fix anything. You do not need to rush ahead. You only need to stay open. Your heart has been guarded for a long time, not because you were closed, but because you were healing. And healing takes time. More time than people realize. More time than you allowed yourself. But that season is changing. You are not being asked to relive the past. You are being invited into the present, into a love that meets you where you are now, not where you used to be. Your soulmate is becoming aware of this too. They are noticing how different it feels to think of you. How calm replaces fear. How longing replaces avoidance. How clarity replaces confusion. That is not random. That is alignment reaching completion. There is a sacred readiness forming on both sides. Not perfection. Readiness. And readiness is enough. You may feel moments of disbelief. Moments where you think, can this really be happening? That does not mean stop. It means you are stepping into something unfamiliar. Something gentler than what you've known. Something safer. And safety can feel strange at first. Let it. Your body is learning a new story. One where love does not come with fear attached. One where communication replaces guessing. One where effort is shared. This love will not hide from hard conversations. It will move toward them with care. It will not disappear when things get real. It will stay. That is what you have been prepared for. Staying. Being met. Being chosen consistently. You do not need to wonder if you are enough anymore. You are. You always were. The delay was never about your worth. It was about protection. It was about timing. It was about making sure this love could survive. And now it can. There's a quiet confidence growing in you. You may not have named it yet, but it is there. A knowing, a steadiness. That is your soul recognizing safety. Trust it. You are not alone in this unfolding. You are guided. You are watched over. You are deeply cared for. Heaven has not stepped away. It has drawn closer. So when the moment comes, when the words finally pass between you, when the silence breaks, do not be afraid of how much you feel. Love was always meant to be felt fully. And this time, you are ready. Stay here a little longer. Stay listening, because the whisper continues. I am still with you. You have not drifted out of my presence. You have leaned closer. And that matters. There are layers within you that are opening now. Layers that once closed for survival. Layers that learned silence because it felt safer than hope. I am touching those places gently, not to reopen wounds, but to release them. You are allowed to want love again. You are allowed to believe again. You are allowed to receive without apologizing. Your soulmate senses this opening too. They may not understand why their heart feels exposed, why old defenses no longer work, why distractions feel empty, but they are being led inward, toward truth, toward courage, toward you. There is a moment approaching, not loud, not dramatic, but honest. It will arrive quietly, and it will change the direction of things. A sentence spoken without rehearsal. A question asked without hiding. A pause where both of you feel the weight of meaning. That pause is sacred. Do not rush to fill it. Let it hold you. You have spent so long explaining yourself, defending your heart, proving your intentions. This time, you will not need to. You will feel met instead of measured. You will feel understood instead of questioned. You will feel chosen without conditions. That is what you are being prepared for. Not intensity, not chaos, but clarity. This love does not arrive to rescue you. It arrives to walk with you, to share the weight, to share the joy, to build something steady and real. If part of you is afraid to believe this, I understand. Hope has felt risky before. But listen to me now. What is coming is not fragile. It does not depend on perfection. It depends on honesty. And you have learned that. The waiting shaped you. The silence strengthened you. The loneliness taught you discernment. Nothing was wasted. Not one tear. Not one unanswered prayer. They were all building toward this moment. You are stepping into a season where effort is shared, where love feels like support, not struggle, where communication replaces guessing, where peace stays, even when emotions rise. That is how you will know this is real. Peace that remains. Stay aware of your breath right now. Feel how calm settles when you stop resisting this truth. That calm is confirmation. Heaven does not force. It invites. And you are saying yes without even realizing it. I am proud of you for staying soft in a world that taught you to harden, for choosing growth when bitterness would have been easier, for trusting again, even slowly, especially slowly. This story is still unfolding, and it is unfolding with care. Do not rush ahead. Do not pull away. Stay here. Stay listening, because heaven is still speaking your name. I am still here with you. I have not fallen silent. This gentle presence you feel is not fading. It is deepening. You are settling into trust without forcing it. That is how healing completes itself. Quietly, naturally, without pressure. Your heart is no longer bracing for impact. It is learning how to rest while open. That is rare. That is sacred. Your soulmate feels this shift like a soft pull forward. Not rushed. Not dramatic. Just undeniable. They are realizing that the life they built without truth feels incomplete. They are realizing that pretending strength is heavier than choosing honesty. That realization humbles the heart. And humility opens doors fear could not. You may sense moments of closeness before words arrive. A feeling of being thought of. A warmth without explanation. That is connection moving ahead of conversation. Souls speak before mouths do. Always. You are not meant to analyze this. You are meant to feel it. Let it wash over you. Let it soften the places that learn to stay guarded. This love does not rush you into certainty. It grows certainty inside you. So you do not have to chase reassurance. You simply know. And knowing brings peace. There may still be pauses, moments where nothing seems to move. Those pauses are not emptiness. They are integration. They allow the heart to catch up to what the soul already understands. Trust the pauses. They are doing quiet work. You are stepping out of survival mode. That is why this feels unfamiliar. You are no longer scanning for danger. You are learning to expect care. That shift changes everything. The way you speak, the way you listen, the way you love. You will notice yourself choosing honesty more easily, setting boundaries without guilt, receiving affection without suspicion. That is growth revealing itself. This connection will mirror that growth back to you. Not perfectly, but sincerely. And sincerity is powerful. You will not feel like you are carrying everything alone anymore. You will feel met, heard, considered. That is what your heart has been longing for beneath every other desire. To be met. I am protecting this unfolding from haste, from fear, from old patterns trying to return. You are not walking into this unguarded. Heaven is involved. Every step, every pause, every word when it finally comes. So when doubt whispers, answer it gently. Say, I am safe now. Because you are. You have done the work. You have waited with integrity. You have remained open without losing yourself. That balance prepared you for this moment. Let your shoulders relax. Let your breath slow. Nothing needs to be solved right now. Everything is aligning. And alignment does not rush. It settles. Stay here with me. Stay listening. Stay open to the next whisper. Because this journey continues. I am still here. Closer than you think. Holding this moment steady so it can settle fully into you. You are not being rushed because what is forming now needs depth. Surface level things break easily. But what is rooted grows strong. Your heart is rooting again. Quietly. Patiently. Without fear driving every thought. That is new for you. And it is good. You may notice how different your thoughts feel lately. Less frantic. Less desperate for answers. More trusting of the process. That is not because you stopped caring. It is because you started trusting. Your soulmate feels this calm like a signal. A green light their spirit has been waiting for. They feel less afraid of doing the wrong thing. Less trapped by past mistakes. More willing to show up as they are. Not perfect, but present. That presence will matter more than any perfect words. Because connection is not built from rehearsed sentences. It is built from honesty meeting honesty. There will be a moment when you realize something has changed. Not outside of you. Inside. You will feel steadier. More grounded. Less willing to accept confusion disguised as love. That is discernment awakening. And discernment protects what matters. This connection will respect that. It will not test your limits, just to see how much you can endure. It will honor them. You are no longer meant to prove your value through patience alone. You are meant to experience reciprocity, mutual effort, mutual care. That is what is aligning now. If you feel emotion rising, let it come. You have held yourself together for so long. You do not need to anymore. Release makes room. And room is needed for what is arriving. You may feel moments of gratitude without a clear reason. Moments of peace that surprise you. Those are signs of readiness. Your soul preparing space. Your body learning safety. Your heart remembering how to hope without fear attached. This love will not erase your past, but it will redeem it. It will show you why you had to grow the way you did. Why certain doors stayed closed. Why some people could not stay. Everything was leading here. Not to a fantasy, but to something real. Something steady. Something honest. You will not lose yourself in this love. You will find yourself more fully. That is how you will know it is right. I am guiding this with care, with patience, with intention. Nothing is out of control. Nothing is slipping away. Everything is arriving in its time. So stay gentle with yourself. Stay open to what unfolds naturally. Stay listening to the quiet reassurance beneath your thoughts. That is me. Still here. Still speaking. Still guiding. And I will continue to do so. Because this journey is not over. It is just beginning to reveal itself.